Hi everyone, this is Dr. LaKeisha J. Cole, and I am here today. I'm waiting on my husband right now. We're supposed to be getting something to eat, and I have a little bit of time. It's been a long day for me. I, as I stated in a video earlier, it was a physically active day for me. I cut grass. And when I cut grass and do the lawn, I cut the front yard, the backyard, I edge, I use the weed whacker, and of course, I blow all of the driveway and make sure everything is nice and neat. Um, my husband and I, we do it together, so it's not like, I'm doing it by myself, but today I did. I did it alone because he was doing something else, and I, I've done it by myself many times. So it's just something that I like to do. As I stated, it's very relaxing for me, as strange as that may sound to some. Also, I detailed my car when I finished, and as you could see in the video from earlier, it it may not even look that dirty to some people. Like when I detailed my car, a lot of times people, they're like, it's not even dirty, but anyway, it was filthy to me. Mainly just because, like I said, I've been traveling a lot, and during my travel time this week, I really didn't have time to detail my car. And I didn't go through a car wash either, so it was just dusty, which is, not really how I keep it. So anyway, um, I detailed my car. It looks really great right now, and it's nice and clean. And I didn't even take a picture of it, but it's nice and clean, very clean on the inside and on the outside as well. Every time I detail it, as I stated, I sanitize it. I do like a disinfecting um, of the carpet and the dashboard, console, everything. And this is every time I detail it. So, like I said, I can be a little bit obsessed, but it is what it is. But I was thinking, as I stated in that video, about um, having a brief conversation about what was it? Um, Consistency versus redundancy. And as far as consistency goes, there are a lot of things in life that are very important that you want to be consistent with. For example, for me, um, I think being fit, physically fit, and physically active is something that I believe is very important for me to be consistent with. It's one thing to say, hey, I want to get in shape for the summertime, or, oh, I got a, poor health report and I want to make some improvements. But for me, I try to be consistent with that just naturally, as I stated before. Physical fitness is just something that we've done in my family, you know, since we were little kids, and my sisters and I. And, for me, it's just natural. So now that I'm 43 years old, I mean, I've written a fitness book, and I'm just, really interested in my health like that. So I think that being physically active and physically fit is something that I would say important for consistency. Also, um, when it comes to family and relationships and different things like that, it's constant work. You have to work at it every single day. For me, my husband and I, we've been talking about it lately for the past week. Of course, since mentioned that our sons are Air Force and they've left home, uh, last year, 2022. It's just, you we didn't have a day off. Like mentally, it was just something that, you know, ever since the day that I found out I was pregnant with our first son, um, you know, everything stopped shop for me as a mom. Um, I put everything, down to be a mom. And, my husband and I, we worked together as far as what we felt was best for our household and raising our children. And we both agreed that for me, I would stay home with them. Of course, a lot of you know that I was in school pretty much the whole time. So I was going to school and I would work here and there. I would pick up a job occasionally here and there, just, as needed. But my husband, he worked and he didn't mind me being home. He actually enjoys it a little bit more than I do. But as far as now with the kids, I loved it. I wanted to be home with them. I just, was that type of mom. I didn't want, to put my responsibilities on anybody. And I felt like just for me personally, no uh, discredit to anybody who, had a different situation and did things differently. But I personally just, I had to be with my sons. I just had to be there and know for myself that they were okay and that they were good. That was just really important to me. As a mom, my husband knew it was important to me, and as I stated, he didn't really mind. He wanted me to be home with them, and I wanted to be with them. So you know, we agree on some things, and it makes life a lot easier. But yes, so being parents, back to the message of consistency, it was just something that I believe you have to be consistent with. And when the times get tough, and they will, you just continue to, as I always say, wake up every day and see it as a new day and just go from there. Do the best that you can throughout the day, and when that day is over, reset and start over again. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. If you felt like you didn't, meet your mark or whatever in anything in your life, your job, your family, whatever. You just start, start fresh, and then apply what you've learned from yesterday or last year or whenever, and just do the best that you can. But as far as redundant, sometimes I think that yes, we say things and we repeat ourselves over and over again. It might be something important in your life that you find that you just continue to be up and down, and then you say the same thing to yourself over and over. What you're going to do, what you're going to change, what's going to be different. And then you find that you're not progressing. Nothing is changing. Everything is staying the same. But yet you continue to speak the same language and expect different results. And it is not something that is great to do that. Like, and it's easy. It is. It's easy for all of us sometimes, especially in certain situations or dealing with certain people and relationships that you really, want to work, and you just kind of maybe make excuses for it. Um, and it continues to just be the same thing. And when you start finding yourself being stressed and you don't see the benefit in what you're doing, you really do. You have to evaluate, and then you have to reevaluate, and you have to make some changes somewhere. And change is not easy for any of us. It's difficult to make changes, but as we know in life, it is necessary. So I just think that there are certain things in life that you want to make sure that you're consistent with. And as I stated, every household is different, every relationship is different, parenting styles, your goals, what you want for yourself and your family, and what works for you as a group, as an individual, and what does not. But as far as just making sure that, mentally, physically, and emotionally, you're good, you're stable